UFC Fight Night, Edwards versus Brady has just wrapped up. Now, listen, bro. Nothing in this main event specifically surprised me. But before I even start talking about the main event, the fight itself, chat, the fight card in entirety was not that great. A bunch of decision fights, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was lackluster, but it all made me happy because Sean Brady showed what I've been saying. Now, if you guys didn't know, I've been saying for a long time Sean Brady's a future 170 champion. I made that video, come back to this video when Sean Brady beats Gilbert Burns. In the thumbnail, I had Sean Brady future 170 champion. This guy's a future. If you guys, I did a little live stream that's now members only the day before the fight, which was yesterday. And I talked about how Brady and Edwards were match up. I brought up how he's going to outstrike him. I brought up the grappling. I brought up he's going to beat him by sub. I brought up how I'm confident on this fight more than any fight in the entire card. I'm even going to put a little clip of what I was saying in here. And it's not going to just be wrestling. It's going to be striking. Brady will outstrike Leon. Now, this is where the hot take comes in. This is where people are going to be confused when I say stuff like this. Sean Brady will, at the end of the day, outstrike Leon Edwards in this fight. And I know for sure. And it's going to be because the pressure of the striking and the volume of the striking, I think the volume from Sean Brady will be too much for Leon Edwards. Brady wins clinch fight. Brady's going to win the clinch fight. He's going to win the clinch fight here. I think Brady's clinching against the fence specifically is going to be enough to keep Leon at bay. I think it's going to cause Leon some problems. I think he's going to put the beats on him like Dr. Dre, Official decision, Brady by sub or points, chat. This is the final result. I hope all my gambling heads, you're going to listen up right now. Real bad, man. You get me, bro. We're going to do this, chat. Real bad, man. We're going to go Sean Brady by sub or points, right? And we're going to go Carlos Ulberg by KO or points. And we're going to add someone else. Who am I going to add? I don't know shit about anything else, dude. I'm not 100% sure on anything else. That's the thing. That's what's pissing me off, I don't know for sure about anyone else, dude. Not for sure. I might know a little bit, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, I'm going to just do that. 130 on that. Cool. But point being said is I knew this fight. I knew the result of this fight in the co-main. I didn't really know anything else in the card, and I kind of made it evident that I didn't really know what else could happen on this card, but I knew these two fights, and Mr. Kenny struck again. Now, this fight specifically, with Sean Brady and Leon, like I've been saying, Sean Brady is a future champion. He's that good. I feel like people don't understand how good Sean Brady is because they always look at the Belal fight and they, oh my God, he got finished by Belal. Listen, I always answer the same way. The way I felt about the Belal fight, it was almost like a wake-up call for Brady. I'm not saying it was a lucky fight. Belal won because, he fought well. He fought well and he beat Brady. But that didn't look like Brady. I remember looking at that does not look like Brady. I was nervous for Belal because this is gonna be stylistically the hardest fight Belal ever went against. And then he passed the test after getting brutalized in the first round by the boxing of Brady. He ends up breaking Brady just from relentless pressure. Now, Leon Edwards is no secret, bro, that this guy just struggles with pressure. Usually with pressure he does this. He folds up in a high guard. This time around when he was getting pressured, he would just fall into the clinch. Not knowing that, I knew Brady was just way better in the clinch. I feel like I knew that was going to happen. He was able to grab even Leon and push him against the fence, outwork him in the clinch there. He was just better everywhere. Striking in the boxing, I knew he was going to outstrike him. If you guys actually watched the boxing before they even got a takedown, Brady would just land a lot easier on Leon. Leon would just get caught with these quick blitzes, punches. Leon did find his timing a little bit sometimes when he's coming in, I think in the third round. But overall in the boxing, Brady's volume was too much. He was just landing the better shots on the feet. On the feet, he was better. In the clinch, he was better. On the ground, he was better. He ended up getting the submission like I expected him to. Sean Brady's that good. Now, listen, man. People keep asking me, who's going to win, Sean Brady or this guy? Sean Brady, that guy. When I say Sean Brady's better than 90% of this division, Shavkat can't hang with Sean Brady. Hope you guys know that. I know, dude, but Shavkat, dude. Are you kidding me, dude? Shavkat's cowabunga, dude. He had a great, win against Wonder Boy, and he had a flawless victory over Ian Gary. The difference between Sean Brady and a lot of this division is that, yeah, Shavkat has a great finishing rate. I'm not really talking to Shavkat here, but the wrestlers and the grapplers, Usman, Belal, Kobe, they're all great. Sean Brady isn't the type of wrestler or grappler to just sit and wait and just kind of ride out rounds. And I'm not saying that's a boring style, but Usman, when he had Leon in controlling positions, he never really went for a finish as far as submissions or ground and pounds concerned. Same with Belal. He kind of had Leon controlled in the backpack and stuff. Never went for the finish. Leon was also able to scramble out of their hold sometimes and reverse the position and land some big moments. Sean Brady's grappling significantly better than ever in this division for multiple reasons. And I feel like he showed it against Leon because Leon wasn't able to do that stupid sporadic reversal scrambles that he could do against these other guys. And on top of that, Sean Brady wasn't just okay with, yeah, dude, I'm going to just sit on you, bro. Nah, brother, let me ride out a victory. Let me just hold on to you and skate my way to a victory. He wasn't doing that. He was actively looking for finishes. Like he would, sometimes you have his back, he would give up his back to try to go to full mount, then back mount to try to lock in a choke. And eventually he got the submission. I knew he was going to get the submission eventually, but he got it. He looked flawless. Like he looked great. One of the best. This is probably the most one-sided performance I've ever seen. Like I knew it was gonna be one-sided beforehand, but like when I tell you I was a little bit surprised about how one-sided it was, it even surprised me. And I'm someone who knew Brady was way better than Leon. You know what I'm saying? Leon just continues to break to pressure, and I feel bad for Leon because he would have beat JDM. Like stylistically, he would have just beat JDM. I know he would have. I don't gotta explain that fight. You don't gotta believe me, but I knew stylistically that Leon Edwards had way more passive victory against JDM, and then they reversed him with a fight on short notice against Sean Brady. Fucking A, you wrong person, dude. Wrong person. So Sean Brady goes in here and beats him up comfortably, shows that he's the best grappler in the division, shows his boxing's elite like I said he was. I made that boxing tier list video not too long ago, and I told you guys his boxing's very underrated, but no, dude, Kenny's only a grappler, dude. Trust me, I do my research. The amount of film I watched on this was like, I had to watch film. If I watch film on Fights Chat and you see my prediction, just know I said this prediction for a specific reason. I'm not just talking to talk. People that, oh, you just hate Leon. I don't hate Leon. I'm just an honest person, and when I watch film, it's really easy to come to a conclusion. I knew what Brady was going to do. Now, I think Brady's really good. I think he's next. I think he's next for the title shot. I think he skips the line over Shavkat just because Shavkat is coming off a great victory against Ian Gary that was kind of lackluster. This performance is way better. Like, I feel like going the distance with Ian Gary in a very lackluster performance is not earning you a title shot. In contrast, I feel like beating Leon Edwards better than any single welterweight has done, and being that Leon Edwards is a former champion should grant you an automatic title shot. He's going to move to number 1 ranked, no doubt in my mind. It's just a matter of, are you guys going to reward him with a title shot, or are you going to say, nah, dude, Shavkat deserves it because Ian Gary's better than Leon or some bullshit. Leon Edwards smokes Ian Gary, by the way. People just don't understand how good Sean Brady is. Now, you don't have to. I don't need people to hop on the hype. I've been saying, dude, for the longest time, for months on years now, that Sean Brady's legit. People just left him after the Belal fight because, oh, he sucks. I knew he was. I said that was Belal's best win, and I said it back then. I'm going to say it today. That's still Belal's best win. Beating Leon's cool. Now Sean Brady beat him in a better fashion. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen Leon look this bad. And Leon's not a bad fighter. I'm telling you, put Leon against all these other guys, Shavkat or like anyone else. I'm telling you, he's going to have a really good time against them compared to Sean Brady. Sean Brady's just special. He showed that his grappling is on a different level. He showed that his striking is on a different level. He masterclassed Leon Edwards, not because Leon's bad or Leon's washed, but because Sean Brady's that good. It's not about being bad. It's about being good. But speaking about being bad, Brady's a Leo bad man. Yeah, let's be real. He's on the Leo bad man category now. But the Dale performance, I have nothing else to say but good things. People think I'm going too hard on the Glaze, man. Oh, Kenny, Sean Brady versus Islam Makhachev. I'm like, bro, dude, this guy, first of all, he weighed at 198 today. That kind of surprised me. People kept saying he's small. Bro, he's like 5'10", but he's like a very solid 5'10". He looked a lot stronger than Leon Edwards, who's a pretty strong, built guy. Look at his physique, man. This guy's, his hairline a little crooked, but fucking his physique's he's pretty good. But dude, it's just like, this is nothing new for me, man. As far as like, I knew Sean Brady was the truth, and now everyone else knows he's the truth. They keep asking me about Brady versus Buckley. I think Brady puts the beats on Buckley like Dr. Dre, hands on him, lots of bass. Colby Covington is, okay, let me compare, like, Colby Covington right now is shit. Like, Sean Brady was smoking. Prime Colby is a worse version of current Sean Brady. Like, Prime Kobe has the same volume on the punches as Sean Brady. Brady's just a little bit more technical. He hits a little bit harder with his volume punches, and he's just a lot stronger. On top of that, as far as the wrestling concerned, Prime Kobe could wrestle, but Sean Brady could wrestle like Prime Kobe and control people better, on top of with having a submission threat. Not a lot of these grapplers, and nowadays in the UFC, not just the welterweight division, have a submission threat. The fact that he's actively chasing submissions, this is the style of fight you guys probably want to see. This is what people should want to see. Why would you not want to see a grappler actively chase finishes? I love Movzar, I love Marab, I love all these other fighters, I love Usman and Belal. These guys are different grapplers than Sean Brady, because Sean Brady could do if Sean Brady wants to, he could have done what all these other guys do. He could have just rolled out Leon Edwards and 50-40-40 him. He probably had 2 10-8 rounds in there, the second and third. He could have done that. Leon Edwards had 0 strikes the second round. This is how good this guy is. Sean Brady could fight like that. He just doesn't want to. And you guys got to understand, that's a choice. Some of these people think, oh, these fighters doing it because they're... No, I think it's a choice. You know, maybe Bilal and Usman just don't have the submission ability on them, which I would respect. He goes to grappling tournaments. He's actually a world-renowned BJJ practitioner. He's nasty, you know. So, and it showed. It showed because he had complete control of Leon on his ground. Wherever Leon would try to adjust or scramble out of, he'd be there first. And when he would make mistakes, he would just capitalize on it and shift his body appropriately to stop Leon Edwards from transitioning. Like, he's so much better than you guys know. And maybe even than I know. And I know he's good. You know, I'm saying his boxing's elite. I said his wrestling and grappling's elite. BJJ elite. This guy's a finisher, and he's a fighter's fighter. And he's going to be champion. So when he's champion, bro, I was the first one to call it, brother. I'm high on him like I'm high on Almeida. Jalton Almeida heavyweight, and people still call me crazy about that, but that's going to age well soon, you know. But I also think he's a lot better than Almeida, you know, and all these other guys like Glaze. He's one of those guys. He's like the kind of the free Basharat for me. You know, I think Basharat's going to be really good too, but, bro, Sean Brady, it's so satisfying, chat, when you've been seeing someone and been glazing him a little bit and no one believed you, and now I feel like the world's starting to change around. But listen, whoever they give Sean Brady next, brother, he's going to put the beats on him like Dr. Dre. It doesn't really matter, you know, but I knew what was going to happen in this fight, and I kind of feel bad for Leon, like I said, because like I feel like he should have just had that win against JDM. And then something fell apart, so now Sean Brady had to beat him up. But listen, I'm not going to take nothing away from Leon. He's still a great fighter. It's just that Sean Brady's a different level. I just don't know what Leon's going to do for him. Total strikes were 221 Sean Brady to 23 total strikes for Leon Edwards. And then on the feet, it was 57 to 23. It's just, you got to feel for Leon. He just went in there against someone who's his daddy, bro. He's fucking... I know people want to say, oh, Bilal's two sons fighting, brother. But be careful, Bilal. You know, this guy, dangerous guy, brother. A real bad man, too. But, yeah. We're going to move on. I could talk about Brady all day. You get me, bro. But, you know what I'm saying? He's also my main character I play on UFC 5. Let's go, Brady. Yeah, baby, yeah. That's Kenny's main right there. All right, fucking moving on, man, to the co-main event. Now, people also knew I was kind of riding high on Ulberg. I told you guys Ulberg would probably win by points, and that's what happened. There was some controversy surrounding this fight, I guess, apparently. I thought it was rounds 2 and 3 Ulberg. It was a close fight. I had Jan the first, but it was really close. Then second, I thought it was pretty obvious 1-1 going to the third. And then the third round, Ulberg just did a better job. Ulberg's style is really frustrating. Like, he does a good job sticking and moving. Like, kind of like, he'll low kick you. Jan was throwing kicks back, but like, Ulberg would just beat him on volume and then kind of like be on the back foot. And then every time Jan would try to walk him down, he would always do the sidestep thing. One thing I'll say that he does good, and that would even be a problem for Ink Alive, is that people run from Ink's power, but they run in like the same way. They don't change direction. They continually circle the same way. So inevitably, Ink Alive will find the timing and rock them a little bit, like he did against Pereira or Johnny Walker or Rakic or all these other guys. But what Ulberg does really well is that he hits you, frustrates you. Then you think he's going this way, then he starts circling this way, then he circles back this way. You know, so he's annoying, and you can see it was a problem for Jan. I don't think Jan looked bad despite his age. You know, the guy's 42. You know, Jan just turned 56 the other day. Like 2 days ago, this guy turned 76. So when I was seeing him come forward, knowing that he's turning 92 tomorrow, I'd be giving him a hard time about his age. But honestly, he looked really good despite his age. I don't think he's washed. Like everything that I knew, I just knew Ulberg was younger. He was quicker. He had the hand speed advantage as well. He wasn't really letting his hands go, Ulberg. But when he did, sometimes he would even get caught. Really competitive fight. This was Jan's not washed. Like, I was a little bit more so, like, I knew Ulberg was going to win by points, but I didn't expect Jan to be as game as he was. He was really game. He showed that he's still Jan Blachowicz. So, Blachowicz shouldn't hang his head. Very close fight, you know. I'm surprised it wasn't split, I'll be fair. I do think it could have been split, but, yeah, I did expect Ulberg to go in there and kind of perform well, and that's kind of what he did. You know, his style is frustrating to deal with. There's nothing to ooh and ah about, but, you know, he has that CKB style. He kind of reminds me of, like, Izzy, if Izzy could make 205. Like, he moves well, you know, low kicks well. He just throws, his hooks are a little bit different from Izzy's, but like you could tell that city kickboxing style, it's engraved in Carlos Ulberg. And he did enough to beat the 42-year-old who's turning 27 plus 99 tomorrow, you know, fucking old man Blachowicz. And now he's 42, and I feel bad because his title aspirations are gone. You know what I'm saying? I saw Anchor Live tweet out that Yuri Prochazka should fight Carlos Ulberg. He said the fake ninja should fight Ulberg next. I think Yuri could actually catch and hurt and finish Ulberg just because he's a little bit stupid with his offense, which could actually play good for someone like Ulberg who tries to not run away, but tries to, you know, move a lot. I feel like Yuri could stop that momentum, but it'll be an interesting fight. I don't know who wins. Like I said, I don't think Ulberg's all that great, chat. I just knew he was going to be Blachowicz, so I wasn't hating on Blachowicz. I told you guys the only fights I really know, in the first clip I showed you earlier, is the only fights I know for real that are going to happen. I knew Ulberg was going to win, and I knew Sean Brady's going to win. Both of them won the way I said they were. Dale, we made some money. We made like $500 today, so I'll take that because you're going to see I didn't do great on this card, but like I said, the fights I matter the most, brother, I cooked, brother, so Dale, brother. But yeah, Ulberg with the win. I'm not surprised. Was it a robbery? No. Are people going to say it's a robbery if they love Jan Blachowicz? Yes. Great fight nonetheless. Ulberg did end up outstriking him 75 strikes to 59, but Jan Blachowicz was also in the fight. Not really much takedowns. Ulberg did try to kind of attempt one, but went into in a clinch. It was a weird fight, but it was a fun fight, honestly. It was competitive. So, yeah, Ulberg won. No surprise to me, at least. Kevin Holland, Gunnar Nelson. I'll be real. It's really good to see Kevin Holland back in the win column watching this, bro. Like listen. It was a hard-won fight, dude. It went the distance. Like, Kevin Holland hurt him, I think, at the end of the first or second. One of those rounds, I think it was his first round. Hits him with a 1-2, rocks him. Dude, he just had a great performance. Gunnar Nelson, like, I think the whole second round, he had control of Holland and was still losing the round. He, like, controlled Holland the whole round. That's probably the first time I've ever seen someone control someone the whole round and lose because they weren't doing anything with the control time while Holland was active from the bottom in the clinch. So, that was obvious. And then the third round came around. I think it was more the same. Gunnar had like one round, but I think it was unanimous 2-1 for Holland. It was a good fight, nonetheless. But yeah, maybe Nelson won the first round and lost the second or third. I forgot which one it was. I don't really remember because this card was not memorable. But what was memorable was Kevin Holland getting back in the win column. The crowd wasn't really fucking with him, 45-70 dude over there, after he won. They weren't really giving him much reaction, but probably because they're a hometown hero, Gunnar Nelson, dude, got the beats on him like Dr. Dre. He was just too gassed, dude. He was too gassed. So I'm actually happy to see Holland back in the win column. I know he gets a lot of shit, dude, but listen, happy for the guy. Dollar, brother. It is what it is. But moving on, bro. Molly McCann and this girl, Alexia Dariana. You know what I'm saying? Sayonara, Dariana. She literally made Molly McCann say sayonara and retire. As she should have retired, bro. But this girl, Alexia, she came out dancing, bro. She had the aura popping, you know what I'm saying? Came out dancing, hitting that shit. I knew people would be salty on Twitter after this. I just had a feeling. She came in just dancing, went in the octagon, and then just choked her out and then started celebrating again with a crazy-ass celebration. This girl, she has aura, man. She came in making her debut, I believe. I don't know, like, if they're trying to help Molly out, giving her a debut person on a week's notice, and then she ends up going there and getting the beats on her like Dr. Dre and choked out in the first round, tapped out and stuff. Like, Molly McCann, she probably, listen, it's good that she retired. I'm not going to shed a tear for fucking Molly McCann retirement, but listen, she had a good career. Next time, don't ego Ilya Toporia's fist bump or whatever the hell you did. Or you're going to put Alexia Thainara on you and she's going to send you sayonara, brother. Dale. All right. Jokes aside, this is actually kind of a funny one. I actually liked it. I liked her energy, man. She's good for the company, dude. All that coming out dancing stuff, I don't know how long that gimmick could work, but listen, she made her presence felt, came in on 1 week's notice and beat the hell out of Molly. Molly, you should retire, and hate to say I'm glad you did, but maybe it's better that you did. Dale, brother, dale. All right. This fight, damn, it just took me this guy's ugly ass fucking page. I don't want to see that shit. But yeah, what the hell's wrong with this shit? All right, Jordan Vucinic versus Chris Duncan. I think everyone expected the Vucinic to win. I didn't do good on this card, but like I did say, bro, I didn't know any fight except for the Ulberg and in the main event with Sean Brady. But Vucinic, I expected him to do better than he did. Vucinic is also Garam's son, so the fact that Garam did get starched early on the card or like destroyed wasn't surprising. But Chris Duncan won by sub. He dropped him in the first and subbed him in the second. This is just like a Chris Duncan masterclass. Chris Duncan's nothing to ooh and ah about, but like Vucinic has to get a tattoo. Oh wait, they said it was a rumor, but I thought he was supposed to get a tattoo of Chris Duncan on his body after this, but look at his body, tattooed enough, brother, so he's probably not going to do that or not give a shit about it if he has to. Moving on, I don't really care about that. Nathaniel Wood. I actually thought Morgan Sherrier would do a lot better here, but Nathaniel Wood's hand speed was a lot better. Nathaniel Wood didn't like perform anything absurd. He was kind of throwing one punch at a time, but he would catch him with a straight. He did end up rocking Sherrier with that one punch style, but they're just kind of going tit for tat, I was a little bit surprised about how Sherrier was so slow in the hands, or maybe how fast Nathaniel Wood is. But yeah, this is another pick I got wrong. I got damn near this whole card wrong, except for the fights that matter to me, which just shows when I actually care about fights, I actually do way better. But yeah, Nathaniel Wood's hand speed was too quick. He looked good. He didn't look anything crazy. He was just kind of throwing one shot at a time, and he was just landing on Sherrier, who had a lack of head movement and was kind of slow in the hands. So great win for Nathaniel Wood. Jai Herbert, Chris Padilla, another fight I got wrong. I didn't think Jai Herbert did enough to win, to be fair. Actually, yeah, I didn't. People said it was a robbery. I did have money on Jai Herbert. When he lost, I wasn't surprised. He would come forward and throw nothing, You know what I'm saying? And this is the guy who dropped Ilya Taporia, by the way. You know, fucking A. Herbert's really good when he lets his hands go, but he wasn't letting his hands go. He just backed up Padilla, scared him off, and was like, all right, I'm going to back you up and just not throw a single punch. So do you mind just letting me back you up? And Padilla was like, all right, sure, dude, keep backing me up and do nothing. And then Padilla gets a split decision win. People are going to say controversial. I don't think so. Padilla actually did outstrike him, 86 strikes to 59, because Herbert had no output. He was just on the front foot. You know, weirdo. I don't like that weird shit. Like, why are you on the front foot, dude? Just be on the back foot at that point, brother. Like, dale, brother. I don't care what you're going to do, but why are you trying to act like you want to fight, dude? You don't want to fight. Stop gaslighting people, dude. Just stop walking forward and just stop. Like, he's just dumb, dude. Yeah, Chris Padilla won. Not controversy. You're not going to hear me complain, and I had money on Jai Herbert, so I would have complained. Kavanaugh versus Felipe Dos Santos. Kavanaugh, I like this fight a lot because Kavanaugh went through adversity at first. I got this pick right. He weathered the adversity, you know, and he just came forward and just outworked Dos Santos. Dos Santos, he always fades, bro. He started really well to a point where he looked significantly better than Kavanaugh. But the fact that Kavanaugh never gave up on himself showed me that he's a game. He showed good wrestling, good striking. He just showed that he's a more complete fighter than Felipe Dos Santos, and he can fight for a longer period of time, which matters the most. So Kavanaugh actually looks good. He looks really promising, you know. I don't know what the future holds for him, but he could be legitimate competition. Bro, Felipe Dos Santos' best accomplishment is like losing the Manil cap. No joke. Like against Victor Altamirano, something like that, he lost him and they rewarded him with a win. Like, it's so bullshit. So yeah, Kavanaugh showed great skill. This guy's actually one of the better people I fly with. So I'm going to be keeping my eye on him because he's already a bad man. All right. Tybura and Mick Parkin. I actually got this pick right. I did have Tybura in my official pick video. For some reason, I had him winning, but I think I put money on Parkin for just shits and gigs. But yeah, Parkin did outstrike him, but Tybura just had better moments, I suppose. He would come forward and kind of just plob his way forward with like some kicks to the belly and stuff. Not much wrestling from either guy, but they both tried to take down a piece and they both scored. But yeah, overall, listen, I have nothing great to say about either. Tybura showed that he's a veteran. Mick Parkin gets his first loss. The fact it was unanimous. I forgot. I think the fight was a little bit closer than it seems with the unanimous thing. But Parkin was throwing more and landing more. But I feel like Tybura just landed more meaningful shots. Nonetheless, close fight. But Tybura, he wins. So who cares, brother? Dale. Happy for Tybura. All right. CLD versus Andrei Poliev. Russian versus CLD. CLD is very explosive. This is kind of a lackluster fight for him, but he was fighting very explosive. He's a fun fighter. You could tell he has fun attributes about him. The fight was a little bit but he made it up. Like at the end of every round, he would do something sporadic, like some capoeira or something, spinning elbows. He made it fun for a boring fight, if that even makes sense. But that's what it was. He's actually really good. Actually, I rate him as a middleweight. I think he has a really good potential in the future because he's really strong. He has a good clinch and he has good striking. So promising future for CLD. I just don't care enough to talk more about that fight though. Bro, this fight, man. I actually raged at this fight. You know, fucking A. I raged at this fight. Yes! 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 Sleeper! Kill her! Kill her! Kill her! Kill her! Kill her! Smash her face in! Smash it in! Smash it in! Come on! Smash her face in! Why did not stop the fight? Look at these refs! Look how dumb this ref is! Smash her face! Fuck! 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 Dude, she's so shit! She got rocked! They should have stopped the fight! They should have been stopped the fight! Dude, fucking A, man. They should have stopped the fight after the head kick! What are you doing? What kind of dumb shit is that? Fucking ref, man. These refs get fucking paid to do this shit, man. Horrible referee. Fire that stupid ass ref. Because I thought Shwana Bannon was always so bad. And then Pooja Tomar, from what I watched, because I actually watched a little bit of film on this, I was like, she actually looks a lot better than this bum. This stupid fight style of Bannon actually pissed me off, man. Bro, I can't even want to think about it. It's going to get me more mad. But, yeah, Pooja knocked her out and TKO'd her and she won the fight. The ref didn't stop it for some reason. This girl wasn't even defending punches, dude. Like, bro, fucking dumb, dude. It's really dumb, you know. I actually can't be asked. Pooja got won by TKO. And then, for some reason, the fight didn't stop and she got submitted. That's all I'm going to say. I don't really care. This girl needs to get out the UFC, though. I hate her style. That stupid kick. Oh, man, that shit pisses me off, dude. I can't. Like, I don't even want to think about it, bro. I hate that style. I hate everything about that fucking fight. Moving on from that. Fletcher versus Loughran. This was split as well. Who did I think won? I forgot who I thought won live. I think the right decision was made. No, I think I had Fletcher, you know, but I wasn't really upset about this. Fletcher had good moments, but Loughran. Oh yeah, Fletcher in the last 30 seconds of round 3 like started like landing like big barrages, like more like he had the biggest moments in round 3, but they still gave Loughran round 3 because maybe because I don't know, he just had longer control time or something. I don't know. I thought Fletcher won, but they gave it to Loughran. I'm not gonna say robbery. It was just a close fight. But Loughran's such a he's still Marvin Vettori coded. Like he comes forward with a big chin and just eats a lot of damage and comes back. He got outstruck almost double his strikes, but you know he scored 6 takedowns, so that was a pretty cool scenario. So yeah, not a robbery, but whatever. Yeah, Garam versus Quay Fernandez. This is so embarrassing. This guy was like a -600 favorite. He went in there and fought like Ilya, just high guarding, fighting like Ilya. You're not Ilya, you're Garam. First of all, second of all, like that fight style got your leg eaten up because you're not used to fighting like that. Garam usually uses clinch and wrestling kicks. Like he fights a lot different than he fought today. This is what happens when you have Ilya in your corner. He had Ilya and Hamza in your corner in your field, but I feel like he tried to bite Ilya's style more than anyone, and that just ended up being to his detriment because you can't eliminate. You just can't act like you're Ilya if you're not Ilya, or your legs can get chewed up by a bum like Quay Fernandez. Embarrassing. Fernandez didn't even look great. It's just that Garam looked horrible. Got both his legs chewed up and embarrassed by UD. So great performance by Fernandez, and Garam, you are bad. But listen, brother, listen. Next time I say a pick chat or go hard for a pick, just know I'm cooking because I only ever cook for real. You know what I'm saying? But overall, this fight card, a solid 5 out of 10. It was boring except for the main event. I really like the main event because a star was born in Sean Brady, brother. So when I say future future welterweight champion, just know I'm cooking, brother. But let me know what you guys think about this fight night. That's it for me, and God bless. 2, 3, 4.